like any young person, like any entrepreneur, we're young, we get excited. You go outside, the reception is positive, all those things. Because I think that time it's after we sponsored Tsotsi, and the Tsotsi was for the what you call it, the Oscar. They were nominated for Oscar awards, and you know then I took an opportunity. That to me was a good opportunity to go outside the US, and because Tsotsi was everywhere, and Jabu Stone, the official hair sponsor of Tsotsi, and this. So I've got in, so I started navigating the US. So it was excitement as well, the response and everything. But the challenge that happens in any business, you get excited, you go out there, and then you leave behind people that you think you trust. That's where the challenge is. So you make sure that though once you do that, they will skin you alive. So just make sure that, and what I've learned from that is, if my business is 100% owned by Jabu Stone, for me to get security in my business, I need to take a little bit of percentage. Maybe I take about 30%. I invite guys, either they buy the stake, but must be the people that you trust, or within your employees, you give a stake or something. Now, you're actually sharing the ownership of the business, but you're still sitting at 70% as your business. Now, what you do when the business has a profit of R1 million, whoever has got 30% knows that, wow, I've made 300,000. It's not saying Jabu has made 700,000. No, he said, I have made 300,000 in this business. So which means I've invested, or I've invested anything, I've just investing my services here and I'm making 300,000. So I need more money. I need to make more money into this business. So why can't I work hard and make sure that we work very hard to make 10 million? So I can make 3 million. He's not saying Jabu can make 7, but in that way, he elevates you. Your percentage keeps growing, and they take ownership of the business and they protect it for their interest that they have there. So it's always better to do, but you have to sell the stake to the people that you trust. The other thing that you should do is from time to time, you have to keep checking balances. Check your bookkeeper, your accounting, check your legal guys, check everybody, because they are human beings. They get tempted. They will look at your business. I mean, I know guys would come there and say, you know what, Jabu, please must give us shares in your business. I said, shares for what? What did you do? No, but I was here to assist you. Assisting on what? So because they could see the growth, they could see the business is growing. So you have to give some stake for them to protect you. So you can even give up to, as long as you got your ownership, maybe you can even give up to 40% or even 51. You remain with 51% and then they can take the 49 and then you split amongst them. Trust me, they will take ownership of this business and they will make sure that it grows. So that is what I would do if I have to start all over again. I would involve and give a stake into my business so I can get better protection. So now when they started stealing, it was, we making him money. We can steal money as long as he doesn't see us. So that becomes very, very dangerous for your business. So you have to always, try, it was difficult. I remember there were times whereby, Rog, in the beginning, you've got staff and then that the 20th, we're getting paid month end. So the 20th, 25th, that every time they like, hey, advance money for transport and what. But this month, none of them asked me money. I'm like, no, man, why are these people not asking money this month? Where do they get money? Because every month I need to advance them, but this month, nothing. I said, nah, man. Now I got worried. Then what I did, fortunately, I had a friend of mine. You see these guys, like 10,111, those cops, with like big guns and what. So Jerry, a friend, I said, Jerry, man, just pass by there at work, man. Just come and say, how's it, brother, man? I know you always drive around and pass, because I used to have a factory at Village Main, in Von Bellach, up the road in Rosetton beside. Oh, but we can pass there with my boys and what. And they got in there with those guys. Those guys are like, they parked there, they came in with the guns, carrying the guns, they come in, hey, Jabu, they greet, and then we got into the office. I said, come to the office. Then we sat there, we started talking, they were happy, and then they left. Then when they left, I called a meeting. All the staff, I said, staff meeting. They came, I said, listen here, you saw those cops. I know you guys are stealing. Those who are stealing, they must just confess. Because if you confess, I'm not gonna call them back. Yeah, but hey, Stone, please talk. I know so-and-so is stealing, they started. And because I was alone, I didn't have structure, anything, but that strategy, because I was I was alone before even the accountant started working with me. I was running the business alone. I was like doing everything myself. I must go and sell, look at the manufacturing, look at this. Then I said, no, man. Then immediately, and then that's when I said, okay, now I must have systems now. That's why I started learning from that experience. Oh, because they were stealing. The hint was them not asking advance, but now now I had to move forward. Then I put systems, put managers, supervise all this, and then from there I kept checking that. So not to go back to that, because I could see that, and some of them, and they will funny things, Roach. A guy will bring slips of petrol. That this is the petrol I've used. Can't use collect to other guys, they brings them and claim. But because I don't check, I said, oh, okay, that's because I'm alone. I want to pay him, and then I can do something else. That is the downfall. But fortunately, it was in the beginning, before I could list with the chain stores and the discoms. That time I was still, supplying your corner shops. I was not even a jumbo by then. I was at the corner shops and supplying those guys. Then I said, nah, my business model has to, because remember, I was never taught how to run business, and I didn't have anybody that taught me how to run business. I didn't have any uncle or anybody, or I'm just from engineering. I studied electrical engineering, then I started my business. I don't know anything. So nobody taught me. I don't know when you talk about this. So I had to, in a hard way, but with God's grace, I managed to learn.